Okay, so if you've been working on your Google business profile for weeks and you're still not showing up on maps, this is exactly for you. You don't need more hacks, you just need few fixes that actually move you up in Google search results. So I'm going to walk you through 11 fixes I use on real client profiles to get them ranking, and we're starting with one that silently blocks rankings entirely. So fix number one, I call this status. See, 9 times out of 10, the issue is simple. Your Google business profile isn't verified or it's been suspended. So if Google doesn't see you as an active legit, you're basically invisible to local customers. I watched businesses panic for months, testing categories, rewriting descriptions, only to realize that their verification process was never finished, or a suspension email came along in their inbox and they didn't even notice it. So here's the fix. Log into your Google business account with the right email, and if you're unverified, then just claim the listing and then complete the verification immediately. Then use whatever method that Google asks for. But if you're suspended, then you need to open the email and check to see what reason do they give. Usually it's address or service area issue or business name stuffing. Then just fix that very thing that they've mentioned. Get some clean documents like your license, utility bill, your signage, photos, and just prove to them that you are a legit company. Answer every prompt and include any proof that they ask for. Now, once your profile is actually able to rank, your primary category is the next thing that decides where you get found in the search engine. So fix number 2, your category. Look, stuffing categories doesn't help you rank for more stuff. It usually just makes Google less sure of what you actually really do. In fact, it dilutes your relevance, it confuses customers and confuses Google. So if your primary category is inaccurate or isn't really what you do, Google will show you to the wrong customers and your rankings will suddenly drop. I've seen some business owners, they grab as many categories as they can, all 9 if they can, and they try and cast a wide net, but they then get outranked. So what we would need to do is just specialize on one primary category and do it really well. So pick one, the single most accurate primary category that you can possibly do, and then get your business to do it really well. And if you want to add 2 to 4 secondary categories, then that's fine too. But the ultimate thing is if you add these secondary categories, you've got to be willing to do the work as well. So don't just add extras for the sake of it. All right, so if you have got reviews coming in consistently, your rankings usually start to stall if you think it looks optimized. And this is where number 3 comes in. Fix number 3, your reviews. Most people just don't understand how reviews work. They get confused. They think it's all about the numbers only. But Google cares way more about the customer intent behind the reviews. And it also cares about recency. If your last review was 6 months ago, and yet you've got loads of 5-star reviews, but they appear to be from bots, well, Google will not rank you at all for those things. In fact, your rankings can in effect plummet. Last year, I actually had to build a dedicated workshop for my clients because they were obsessed with the total score and the numbers of reviews, but they had no system to regularly get reviews coming in. So you need to close the gap, start asking recent customers, happy customers, for fresh feedback today. And when they post a review, reply to it as well straight away. Show you're a caring human. Show to Google and the customer that you're active. Now this next fix takes about 5 minutes and you can do it on your phone, literally the next time you're out and about. So this is fix number 4, photos. If your profile is filled with generic stock photos, people simply won't trust you. Google loves unique, genuine images, but many businesses just keep the same old recycled photos that everyone else is using. And that doesn't help anyone. There's no credibility with that at all. I love helping clients by searching their business on Google Images and showing them just how predictable they've become. When they see that their team photo is a stock photo on their website and thousands of other companies have the same, well, they then see it from Google's point of view and they can see why they're made invisible. So stop trying to look perfect and start trying to look real. Upload 10 high quality photos that you can take on your camera or even on your mobile. Show people in your workplace. Show how you're authentic. And those types of shots is what transforms customers overnight to come to a genuine business. Now, getting the click on Google Maps is a great start to really building up and landing real customers. So fix number 5 is about clarity. See, eventually customers that locate your business will locate your website. But if they're confused, if there's 4 different call to actions, if there's lots of buttons and clutter, your visitors won't know what to do. And a confused customer won't stick around. They'll bounce back to Google's results, and that will then tell Google that actually they're probably more interested in a competitor. And that's wrong signals if you want to rank. I see businesses spend weeks on their Google business profile and then just lose profile leads just because people can't find how to get a number or how to book a button. So the fix is to strip away the confusing designs on your website. Make it load nice and quick and prove to your real customers that you're a real business and that you serve your customers. Then just give them one clear call to action so they know exactly what to do next. Now, if your website is slow on mobiles, then potentially you're putting off customers too, and they'll go back and they'll bounce back too. So fix number 6 is speed. Most business owners think that their site's fast, but they fall into a trap because they check it on their mobile, and yeah, it's true, it loads really fast, but that's because it's been caching that information. So think of it from the point of view of a real customer who's never been to your business before. He goes to your website, he connects with it, and rather than it taking 3 seconds like it did for you, it takes 10 seconds. Now, I've got real customers of mine to try this for themselves on a mobile that's never been to their website, and they're shocked at how long it takes. So you need to optimize for your first-time visitor. Aim for 2 to 3 seconds on a mobile. Compress images, make sure that unnecessary plugins are optimized, and just run it through maybe something like Page Speed Insights to see how it really shows to your customers. Then make sure that there's a call or a booking signal there for them to tap as soon as they arrive. And this is probably the simplest tip that you'll ever hear, but it's the one that most businesses get wrong. And it's fix number 7, consistency. If your name, address, phone number shows up differently around the web, Google doesn't know which one to trust. If you can't be trusted to get the basics of your own business right for yourself, Google won't trust you enough to rank you. Google never guesses where you are. It just moves on to a competitor that's got consistent data. I've seen businesses move locations 3 years ago and their old address is still sitting around on 10 different websites, and they wonder why their ranking is stuck. And they realize then that Google is seeing them from different places. Unreliable information is there. So the fix is to absolutely be consistent with your name, address, phone number, make them identical, and start with the big ones like website, your Facebook, Yelp, Apple Maps, Bing Places, and even some of the top directories in your country, and make sure that your Google business profile matches them exactly. Now, if you're getting plenty of views on your profile, but nobody's actually reaching out, you have a conversion problem. So fix number 8, offers. Low calls and low directions usually mean your message isn't that clear, or that you haven't given people a reason to choose you over the competition. So most profiles just state that they exist, but they don't really make any offer. If you don't tell your customers exactly how to contact you and why they should and what incentive they should have right now, then they'll just keep scrolling past your business profile. I see so many businesses forget that they can actually use offers on their Google business profile. They can display a coupon, a seasonal deal, and they can put a hook in there to get people to contact them. It's an obvious solution, really, to a conversion problem. The fix is just tighten up your messaging, pick up one primary goal, whether that's on the phone or a call or a website or a visit, and then get them to follow through on that. Make it their next step so it's obvious for customers to know exactly what to do if you want their custom. Now, your website won't magically shoot you to number 1, but if Google can't crawl it and trust it, then it could hold you back from going up the rankings. So fix number 9 is indexing. If your site hasn't changed for years and Google hasn't indexed it and hasn't got the key pages and it's missing basic signals, Google won't know if you still offer the same services 4 years ago as you do now. So when your site sits stagnant, Google loses confidence in you. If Google isn't reading your pages properly, it weakens your entire brand and makes you look like an abandoned shop in a ghost town, you could say. It's actually quite obvious, really, that when you think about it, if you aren't putting in the effort to update your own website, Google sees fewer signals from customers, and so it won't put customers your way. The fix is to show Google you're alive by regularly adding fresh, useful content. Then don't just wait for Google to find it, but in Search Console, you can paste your service pages in there, and then it'll index it. You just hit enter, request indexing, and then Google can spot your homepage and any of the service pages you've just recently added. Now, to rank locally, you have to prove to Google that you actually exist in a physical neighborhood where your customers are searching. So fix number 10 is signals. If your business is registered in the middle of a desert, you won't get any footfall at all, unless, of course, people are wanting to buy water off you because they're thirsty tourists. But if you aren't established in the exact area your customers are searching, Google simply just won't show you. Your competitors aren't necessarily better than you. It's just they have a deeper root in the local search data. I see this all the time. A great business wonders why they're being outranked by a smaller shop down the road. And it's usually because the shop has their name on local chamber of commerce, or maybe they've got it indexed somewhere or in a neighborhood directory. While the better business has fewer links to the area, they don't get found. So build local signals by adding your profile to real local directories. So trade associations, sponsors, suppliers, local newspapers, real businesses in your area. Don't buy 1,000 citation packages. Instead, focus on genuine local connections. There's an old saying, a jack of all trades, master of none. And this is exactly the case. Google wants you to master one thing well, be the best at it. And to do that, fix number 11, focus. When you try to look like you do everything, you end up looking like you aren't an expert in anything. Your claims of being the best feel empty to a customer if they're staring at a list of 20 other different services. So if your message is to say you do everything and you're not a specialist, then people won't know whether they can actually trust you. I've seen businesses try to rank for every keyword under the sun because they've never really committed to any niche. They've never really been an expert. And so then Google never recommends them. So Google couldn't figure out exactly what it is they did because they were so vague. So stop trying to cover every single base. Lead with one flagship service that you do well, the thing that you truly do best, and make your entire profile match that speciality. Once you become the local authority for that particular thing, you will get the recommendations and the rankings will follow. Okay, so if you only have time to handle just 3, then focus on these things. Get verified, fix your primary category, and grab some fresh reviews. And if you're not sure exactly what to do and where to start, then put down below in the comments, not number 1, and tell me your industry and whether you're stuck or suspended, and I'll tell you the fastest fix that will tackle it first. But if you want to really go deep, then don't miss this video next, where I go a complete step-by-step guide to get you to number 1 of Google rankings. So I'll see you next on that video.